Hey there everyone, welcome to Crappy Reviews, home of No Rules Reviews. And what does No Rules Reviews mean exactly? It means whatever the hell I want it to mean. I don't adhere to any set professional standards, it's all raw and my own thoughts, and if you don't like it, don't watch. It's really pretty simple, but there's always some morons who doesn't understand what optional content is. Today I'm reviewing Hitman on the Xbox One. Now this is an odd review to do because for the first time in the series the game is going to be released episodically, which is a bit strange for what's supposed to be actually a big time AAA game, and traditionally in the past that's exactly what it was. This could be a bad thing or it could be a good thing depending on what type of gamer you actually are. For me, I don't mind episodic games, but usually I prefer those games to be of the Telltale game sort, you know, like The Walking Dead or The Wolf Among Us. Now when it comes to more complex games with more difficult control schemes, I tend to shy away from them, mostly because it's always difficult to go back to a game after long layoffs. So basically you're going to get this first bit of the game now, and then supposedly month to month you get more bits to the game. But in between, you're going to be playing other games and then going back and learning the control schemes again. I don't know, some people might not like that. But graphically, Hitman is completely gorgeous to look at. Everything looks fantastic. The game runs really well. There's tons of NPCs running around. And the few locations that you actually get to experience are very nicely done. I do believe that we're finally starting to see games take advantage of the more powerful hardware this generation. And we're getting games that look amazing and also, more importantly, they run amazing as well. Now Hitman is in a way kind of a throwback to its roots. You have a smaller sandbox in which to accomplish your missions. It's a third-person stealth game, obviously. But the fun part is trying the different variations that you can choose to kill your intended target. You lose score if you get caught or people that aren't your intended target die. Now you can use disguises, different weapons, and even plot different routes, and this adds to the replay value and the fact that the NPCs can actually react differently depending on what you choose and your course of action for the game. This makes the game very, very interesting and feel almost brand new each time you play through a mission. Now Hitman both kind of serves as a soft reboot. It's the same world as the previous games, but it takes place over 20 years before the events of Hitman Absolution. You arrive at a training facility and basically learn how to play the game, which is fun, but you'll want to get into the real missions rather quickly. After you get a taste of the parish missions, you'll be wanting more, but there is none, at least not right now. But supposedly there's going to be, like I said, the monthly missions added, and player-created contracts are back as well. Sadly, in a way, you're funding the game as it's going along. It's hard not to say, don't try it or wait for the full game. And I understand those that would wait to just play the full release that's supposedly coming out in early 2017. For me, though, it has enough content to hop in, play some missions, and then get on something else. It's not that hard to go back and get into the game, in my opinion. It's an interesting way to release this type of game, and I've heard that if Microsoft didn't fund a large part of Rise of the Tomb Raider, that game also would have been episodic, which I don't know. I much prefer being able to play the whole thing. But, Hitman, I've never been a huge fan of the series, and this might actually get more people into it because you just got to buy it a piece at a time. So I think it just depends on what type of gamer you are. At the end of the day, Hitman is fun, but very short. It definitely grabs you in, though. But you want to keep going back month after month? I guess it really depends on the type of person you are. I enjoyed it enough to recommend it. Hitman gets a pretty good 7.75 out of 10. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and rack 'em up. Thanks for watching as always. Crapgamer, out.